July 5th, 2017, 8:07 a.m. In exactly 23 minutes, the most powerful criminal on the dark web will make his last transaction. Not in Bitcoin, not in drugs, but in freedom. This is a countdown to the end of a billion-dollar empire. 2 years earlier, one careless, arrogant email signed his warrant, containing a digital fingerprint that led straight to his real identity. 7 words. The Hotmail address, pimplex990-1@hotmail.com, would destroy a kingdom and bring down the king of the digital underworld, Alexandre Cazes. This is the story of how a 25-year-old Canadian built the most sophisticated criminal marketplace in history. December 2014, the Silk Road is dead, but the appetite for anonymous crime is just beginning to explode. While teenagers were posting selfies, Alexandre Cazes was building a platform that would make old drug cartels look like corner dealers. He called it AlphaBay. His vision was clear: to make illegal commerce as convenient as Amazon Prime. The interface was sleek and user-friendly, featuring customer reviews, escrow protection, and 24/7 customer service. But for everything Amazon would never sell. By day 1,300, AlphaBay had 300,000 users, handling massive drug transactions. Cazes took a 4% commission on everything. Before he was Alpha02, he was a shy, awkward kid in Montreal. But online, he became feared and respected, controlling millions. Cazes built more than just a website. He constructed a digital fortress, military-grade encryption, servers across 12 countries, and Bitcoin tumblers to wash dirty money. His real genius was invisibility. He hired a public face, the Snake, and faded into the background, becoming a ghost to law enforcement. By 2017, AlphaBay was 10 times larger than the Silk Road, operating as a corporate-level criminal enterprise. Then, the cyber conspiracy truly began. For 3 years, elite investigators chased shadows. Alpha02 seemed truly invisible, but then the anonymous email arrived on December 15, 2016. It claimed his real identity was Alexandre Cazes, Bangkok. The sender's identity remains one of cybercrime's greatest unsolved mysteries, a true enigma. Agent Michael Horton at the DEA opened that email. That single, childish Hotmail address became the thread that would unravel the entire criminal empire. This was digital archaeology at its finest. Old forum posts, social media accounts, and domain registrations created a complete digital fingerprint leading straight to Bangkok. The technology hunting him was decades ahead of anything civilians knew existed. The surveillance budget for Operation Bayonet was $47 million. The plan had a brilliant second stage. The Dutch police had secretly taken control of AlphaBay's biggest competitor, Hansa Marketplace. The logic was simple. When AlphaBay fell, its 300,000 users would flee to the next biggest place. The police would be waiting, gathering evidence on all of them. Bangkok, 2017. Alexandre Cazes was living like a movie villain. A mansion, luxury cars, expensive watches. But luxury creates digital footprints. Every high-end purchase generated records, every Instagram photo dropped location pins. The king of the dark web was living in broad digital daylight. The night before the raid, his lieutenant, the Snake, sent a warning. Vendor arrests were spiking. Law enforcement activity was intense. Cazes typed back dismissively, "Everything's fine here. Our server security is absolutely bulletproof. We're ghosts." It was the digital equivalent of famous last words. In exactly 8 hours and 20 minutes, his empire would be in handcuffs. July 5th, 2017, 8:47 a.m., Bangkok time. Cazes was at his modified laptop, logged into AlphaBay's central administration panel. Everything was operational. He didn't know police had been positioned around his compound since 4 a.m., or that his every keystroke was being monitored. At 8:47 a.m., a gray Toyota Camry approached his mansion. Officer Saporn Nakamura was behind the wheel. Her mission was elegantly simple: get Alexandre Cazes away from his computer for exactly 60 seconds. The car crash was choreographed with military precision, loud enough to demand attention, but not serious enough to seem suspicious or staged. The metallic crash echoed. Cazes saw a distressed woman stumbling out of her damaged car, crying. The final vulnerability. For the first time in months, Alexandre Cazes made a purely human decision. His instinct was to help someone in distress. In that single moment of ordinary human kindness, the king of the dark web forgot the most important lesson of his career. Kindness is a luxury you can no longer afford. At 8:48 a.m., Kaz's approached the car, then froze mid-step. His criminal survival instincts finally kicked in. Too many concerned witnesses were appearing too quickly. Too many people were moving with unmistakable tactical precision. He spun and sprinted desperately back toward his mansion, toward the glowing laptop. If he could reach it, he could hit the emergency kill switch. He could wipe servers across 12 countries and destroy evidence that could imprison him for life. He was 3 steps from his front door. The fall and the aftermath. Thai police officers tackled him to the concrete. As the handcuffs clicked shut, Kaz's watched FBI agents rush past him into his house. The operation yielded the largest criminal intelligence windfall in modern history, millions in crypto and properties. But the real treasure was the intelligence. 369,000 detailed user accounts and 32,000 vendor profiles. The entire global dark web ecosystem laid bare. One careless email address, buried in old metadata, brought down $1 billion criminal empire. One moment of human kindness ended the reign of the dark web's most powerful king. In our interconnected digital age, we're all just one click away from everything changing forever.